G'day again, John Down Under Tunage. Another video to do, and I've been pretty busy this morning. I'm going to jump aboard Jack's Trax latest one that he wants, competition. And he's got 5 questions for us, and he's on the way to 1,000 subscribers. When I had a look this morning, he was about in the 920, so I'll definitely sub him up and make sure he gets another one onto the board and one closer to the 1,000. So well done to get this far already, Jack. That's pretty good, and considering you're only 13 from what I've heard, that's even more impressive. So what I've seen of your stuff, you've got a great enthusiasm and energy, and you make us old guys put us to shame, I think. So keep up the good work, mate. I'll just give you some context of what you are. For Kate Bush, this is the Red Shoes, and that came out in 1993. And how long did it take for her next album? It took 12 years, and that is Ariel 2005. So 1993 to 2005, that's 12 years. That's well and truly surpassed by the British Shakespeare's Sister, Hormonally Yours, 1992. And how long did it take to get to their next release? Ride Again just came out in 2019, so there's a whole 27 years. So that's just double what you are, Jack. So there you go. There's some of us have to be very patient with some of the bands that we like. Anyway, enough of that distraction. What your first question is your favourite record when you were 13. I was 13 for most of 1978 because I was a late 1964, so 78 was when I was 13 years old, and the big one for me was the Kate Bush, of course. Kick Inside came out in early-ish 1978, and of course that massive song Wuthering Heights came off this. So that's one that I've got that was when I was 13. And the other question is, what was your favourite band when you were 13? And I'm going to go with, I don't have them on vinyl because they're incredibly expensive, but AC/DC. Highway to Hell, that's this one. They were a great Aussie hard rock band in the mid-ish to 70s, and then they went massively huge sort of well into the 80s when Brian Johnson came after Bon Scott died in 1980. And at home, when we were if Countdown came on and AC/DC were on, or Kiss, or the Sex Pistols, any of them, the TV went off. So, and what happens when you're a kid and the parents do that to you? That makes you even more interested in them. So, that was one way of getting me into a band, is to try to stop me listening to it. And with AC/DC, I still like them to this day. So that would have been my favourite band when I was 13. Okay, what's the next one? This is a tricky one for me. You want the favourite Rush album. I've got none. I don't know why, I've just never got into them or never thought of buying their records, so I'll have to go a sneaky way around to answer the question. And I've got this Australian band called Moving Pictures. And ironically, this came out the same year as the Rush album Moving Pictures, but this was the band called Moving Pictures. And they were Australian. They had a big song off this called What About Me? And so that's as close as I can get to Rush, is a band that had the same name as probably the best known Rush album. So that's my answer for that one. Then your next question is your favourite Cheap Trick album. I don't have any Cheap Trick on vinyl. I do have a CD that's a compilation of greatest hits, and Dream Police is a mega brilliant one, of course. Surrender's an absolutely fantastic track as well. Yeah, and If You Want My Love, You Got It. That's another fantastic track. But if Flame comes on, I do not like. I think it's been overplayed here in Australia, definitely on commercial stations. You probably hear it every day if you listen to those sort of stations. But yeah, that's fingernails on a chalkboard for me. That's something that I just can't enjoy, is the song Flame. But yeah, they've got a lot of really good tracks, so maybe I'll go a bit further and get some vinyl and get into the sort of deeper cuts as well. But that's what I've got for Cheap Trick. And the favourite drummer, well, I'm not really a drummer's drummer, whatever they call them. I sort of, yeah, you like the thing. But one I want to mention is the guy out of Sniffing the Tears. If you look up that incredible song they had, Driver's Seat, the drummer plays the same beat for the whole song, and it's not easy. From what I know of, or what I've heard of drummers, it's very difficult to do. But he keeps the whole tempo and beat for the whole song. He doesn't change at all, and that's pretty impressive. So that's the first one. I think his name is Luigi Salvoni. I'm just checking. Yeah, I think that's who he is. I don't know what else he's done. I haven't really looked him up, but I just remembered that from the video. The second one, goth classic, Sisters of Mercy, First and Last and Always, from 85. And if you have a look at the credit, the drums are by Doctor with a K, Avalanche. And those who know the Sisters, that was it's actually a drum machine. So yeah, that's pretty good to give a drum machine the credit. But for the style of music, goth music, it's just perfect. It really does, does help with the way the songs are and everything. So that's yeah, it's a bit of a sneaky way to say it's a favourite drummer, but for this sort of music, it's just perfect. So that was Dr. Avalanche of Sisters of Mercy. And the third one, Missing Persons. So that's Spring Session M. And Colour in Your Life. And, God, they've all got such big hair here, it's hard to tell. I think that's him down there, Terry Bozzio. Yeah, he's a pretty good drummer from what I've heard. And, yeah, for what he sounds like, he's really knows how to smash them up. And yeah, he's got a pretty impressive kit. And I had a look at a few photos on the net of sort of what he's got, but not being a drummer, I don't really know. So, but just the sound's brilliant. So he's the third one I'd go for. Is yeah, Terry Bozzio, who was once married, of course, to Dale Bozzio, but not anymore. So that's the third one I'd choose for a favourite drummer. Oh, alright, so there you go. There's the answers for you, Jack. Congratulations on yeah, getting into the 900s, and I reckon you'll tick over that magic 4-figure mark pretty soon the way you're going. Yeah, you get a really good channel, good enthusiasm. So, yeah, I saw that opening of that bass book. That was pretty impressive, and yeah, just quietly, yeah, John Paul Jones is a favourite of mine, so yeah, you do well to know more about him. So yeah, so that's that, and thanks everyone for watching, and I'll see you again sometime in the future. Until then, I'll see you later.